Okay, now I'm being called to talk about the feminine, whatever feminine means. And feminine energy has everything to do with subtle touch, with everything that is silent and very, very delicate. Meaning, there is a lot of power, a lot of possibility, and a lot of strength in everything that is fragile, that is vulnerable, that feels deeply. Nowadays, people are so dead inside that if you touch them really lightly like that, they don't even feel it. You know, they want the rough touch. But this many times is not what your body was born to receive, it's too rough. And so you disconnect, forget about everything else, just think about the physical body. You disconnect from the subtle touches and you only respond to rough touches, meaning your body only receives roughness because you need a certain amount of aggressiveness to be rough. So it doesn't matter if you want the person to hug you and squeeze you until you can't breathe and to be really, really rough when she touches you, like holding really strong. Maybe this is what you like, and that is fine. All I'm saying is that there is a small amount of aggressiveness, at least, that is necessary for you to get some rough touch. Meaning what the other person has to transmit to you necessarily needs to carry aggressiveness to please you. You see what I mean? And a little bit of aggressiveness is okay because it's important that you have a diverse amount of energy coming your way. So it's not good to only respond to one type of touch, That's what I mean. And because we have too much rough touch and not enough gentle, light touch, there is an imbalance in the planet, like energetically speaking. And so feminine energy is everything that comes silently, delicately, in a way that you can barely notice unless you're very connected, very connected. And the main thing is that feminine energy can only be heard and felt and received in silence. You cannot give feminine energy screaming or hurting or listening to very loud music whilst you try to connect. There must be silence. But if you think about it, with everything that we have today, like social media and very big cities and a lot of traffic and a lot of noise and a lot of information being thrown our way, what time of your day is filled with silence, complete silence? That's very difficult to achieve. Usually maybe when you're in the shower, maybe when you get home, because you live in a different isolated place where there's not a lot of noise. But it's rare. Most people live in noise, and so they can't feel the feminine. You know what I mean? The feminine energy is something that grows from within you, and it comes from the base of your spine. It's really in between your legs where the penis is, where the vagina is. And it comes out in every possible way, growing like a plant. And it grows so gently and so slowly but surely. It never stops. You know what I mean? It's a continuous thread that just spreads and spreads. It just grows. It can never be reduced to its original size. It can only grow larger, like love that only multiplies. The thing is that because it's silent, people miss it sometimes. And because a lot of walls and barriers were built to try and stop this energy, it has to face thousands of obstacles and challenges throughout a human being's life, and if you think about humanity and evolution and all of that. But it's always there. And sometimes, yes, it's a little weaker than it would be if you were paying attention, but it's there anyways. So you can connect with it and use it to your advantage anytime. And what the feminine energy does is that it allows you to receive stuff. It allows you to have some sort of magnetism that attracts things for yourself. So when you can be loving, when you can talk lightly, when you can laugh out of your heart, when you can be bubbly and playful and childlike, not childish, childlike, when you can hug, not worrying about what's going to happen to you, when you can kiss, not worrying about if the person is going to despise you after or not, when you can allow your body to do what it was born to do, when you can express what you feel and just look people in the eyes and be open to life, when you can be vulnerable and cry whenever you're sad or laugh really hard when you find something funny, because people think this very often, that vulnerability is crying in front of other people or becoming fragile in front of other people. Yes, it is, but it also is showing your power and laughing really hard and just exposing you completely, So it's, again, it's all sides of the spectrum, all angles, all different sides and places of the spectrum. When you can allow this beautiful, colorful rainbow that lives within you to come out, that is feminine energy. Because when you can let everything out and open your throat and allow your voice to speak, all this sexuality that you carry within, all this sexual creativity that lives within you, in between your legs, where the spine begins, where the kundalini energy starts, where the first chakra lives, you become magnetic. Because when the door is open for everything to flow out, it's also open for everything to flow in. And so the trick, the technique that you can use is raising your vibration to make sure that you're vibing so high that you can be open as much as you want and nothing bad is going to come in a sense of your body is so connected and vibrates so damn high that it repels everything that is not a vibrational match, because of course, if you have really high vibration, of course, negative things and low vibration things will try and come and suck the energy out of you. But the trick is to be so damn connected, you don't even have to worry about it, because, okay, you're aware that someone is not healthy for you, that something's not good for you. You simply don't engage with it, and your body just repels it. And it goes away, and you never have to worry about it again. It's so simple. And it allows you to have something that Maya Angelou says that I really, really agree with, which is you must have a place within you that is you, and no one else has access to but you. It doesn't matter how many people love you to death, this place must be yours. Because when the challenges come, or something traumatic happens, when anything that's negative or that is traumatizing happens in your life, you have this place within you to find yourself again and bring yourself back into life and bring yourself back into your wholeness, into your entirety, and to become whole again and put the pieces back together. If you don't know who you are and you don't have the space inside you, and everything that you are and that you have is shared with everybody else, you lose yourself when something triggering or something challenging happens in your life. So it's very important for you to maintain the space within you. But anyways, when you allow yourself to express yourself completely, you allow others to see you, appreciate you, and give back what you are. And because energy attracts energy, you know what I mean? It's a matter of frequency, because frequency works exactly like the radio stations, The more people connect to a radio station, the bigger this radio station becomes, because there's more audience, And so the more people connect to your energy, the bigger it grows, like the larger it becomes and the stronger it becomes. And your outside world starts matching your inside world, and you can live a life full of meaning and full of attraction and magnetism, where there's no suffering. Maybe there is a bit of sacrifice to a certain extent, but you are living in the path that you were born to live, and you are expressing yourself completely because you have your feminine energy working for you. So you don't need to yell, you don't need to scream, you don't need to do anything else but flow. It's shifting from the fire energy to the water energy, which is exactly what's happening now in the world, right? There was the Pisces era, and now the Aquarius area era, and it's all water element being, flowing into our lives. If you think about the energy shift, it's shifting into water slowly but surely.